With this session update, I'm Shannon Lurkey. The Senate Judiciary and Public Safety Committee held their first hearing on a bill that would legalize recreational adult use of cannabis, create a regulatory framework, and expunge the criminal records of people convicted of non-felony cannabis offenses. Here are some highlights from public testimony.
Nationally, on average, a black person is 3.6 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana possession than a white person, even though black and white people equally use marijuana at similar rates. Here in Minnesota, it's an even bigger problem. A black person is 5.4 times more likely to be arrested than a white person, which is significantly worse than the national average. The disproportionate targeting and over-policing of black communities for a substance that's equally used among the population is a logical consequence of marijuana criminalization and the byproduct of the failed war on drugs.
I use cannabis responsibly, the same way my husband, who, by the way, has never tried cannabis nor wants to try cannabis, indulges in alcohol, and he does it safely. There are people using cannabis right now every single day in Minnesota, regardless of the legality of it.
We think the problem is that most voters who support legalization actually want decriminalization, but state legislatures are giving them commercialization. Decriminalization is defined as legislation in which an act or omission, formerly criminal, is made non-criminal and without punitive sanctions. Commercialization is defined as the process of managing or running something principally for financial gain. The commercialization of recreational drugs doesn't benefit the common good.
I'm the mom of a 21-year-old son, pictured there, who died by suicide after becoming psychotic from using high-potency THC products. His habit began at 15, looking for social acceptance. Although illegal here in Minnesota, it was easily accessible. At 16, our son Randy was diagnosed with cannabis use disorder, suffering from anxiety, depression, and attended wilderness therapy. At 18, he moved to a legal use state, Colorado. Misled by an industry that profits from addiction, he believed that THC was good for him. In reality, it damaged his adolescent brain. Eventually, his use led to cannabis-induced psychosis, suicidal ideation, and completed suicide. Sadly, he took his life in July of 2021.
Did you know that 1 in 6 that try marijuana before age 26 will become addicts? And 1 in 10 of the people older than 26 will be an addict. Psychotic episodes are directly linked to the usage, and those with psychotic illnesses are greatly impacted by secondhand smoke, whether it's at a concert, a park, or anywhere else.
Since recreational marijuana was legalized in 2013, traffic deaths where drivers tested positive for marijuana have increased 138%. Traffic deaths involving drivers who tested positive for marijuana have more than doubled, and the percentage of all Colorado traffic deaths involving drivers who tested positive for marijuana increased from 11% to 20%.
I'm saddened to think that the increased loss of life on our roads is considered collateral damage for those who wish to put a foreign substance in their body. We hope saving lives would be the goal of everyone in this legislature. Just recently, the Minnesota Poison Control Center noted a significant increase in ER visits of children ages 0 to 5 who had consumed THC-infused edibles. It's been stated repeatedly that marijuana is safe and it's not a gateway drug, yet treatment centers continue to advise of clients who started their addiction pathway with marijuana.
To continue following these issues and more, watch legislative coverage Monday through Friday on the PBS Minnesota channel or visit www.senate.mn and www.house.mn.